Hello friends, welcome to Raj Academy. I hope all of you must be expecting the cutoff for this UGC-NET examination which happened last week. So here we are going to put our understanding, our expectations or the expected cutoff marks for some of these subjects. You know that some of these subjects were conducted in two shifts for which there will be, percentile, marks will be in percentile. So before we get into that, just understand some basics about percentiles. Okay, so the very first thing is what does example the 97th percentile mean? Okay, so for that we have to understand one thing, that it is not possible for us to know exactly how much percentage you got when it is converted to percentile, because in percentile system the topmost marks, whoever gets the topmost out of 100, example there are 100 candidates. Okay, the topmost person gets 90 marks. So that person will be considered as 100%. So if you got 89, or imagine if you got 85, that means almost 84% of people got less marks than you. So if you got 97th percentile, that means, okay, that is 97% of people got less marks than you. That is 3% of students got more marks than you, right? So in that sense, because we don't know how many students wrote in shift 1 and shift 2, what is the total number of students? So it is not possible for us to know exactly how much marks one should get. But assuming last time whatever the marks we got and trying to convert that into percentile, we can arrive at the probable or expected, but percentile, how much it could be, right? So in simple language, the 97th percentile means that 97% of people, got less marks than you. In a way, you are better than 97% of candidates. Okay, so in this way, the percentile is done. It is in comparison with the other candidates, how the results are declared, right? So if we go with that, yeah, there are two subjects, for example, which we are going to look at. Like, for example, English. The exam was conducted in two shifts. So if we go with that analysis of last 2 years of question paper and pass percentage cutoff, I can say that unreserved category for OC category, right? If you belong to general category, for assistant professor, not for JRF, okay, right? Imagine for JRF invariably you must get more than 2 or 3% more than that. So last time it was 99 percentile for JRF. So for unreserved category, I would say 97 percentile or equivalent of around 175 marks out of 300 to become assistant professor. For EWS candidates, at least 95 percentile or out of 300, you must get 172. And if you belong to OBC category, you should try to get at least 165 and above, so that at least 91 or 92 percentile the expectations. And for if you belong to SC category, at least 150 marks out of 300. And for ST category, I would say, it could go down to even 145 to 148. This is my safe assumption for English. Same way for commerce, I would say if you belong to unreserved category, at least 172 marks you should target, at least in this exam, so that you can become, assistant professor. If you belong to EWS category, at least 165, that is 93 percentile. And if you belong to OBC, at least 90. Yeah, around 162 to 163, 64 can be expected. And I mean, it could go down also. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2%. For SC candidates, at least, 88 percentile or 158. And for ST category, at least 150 marks out of 300. Okay. And for the subject like management, since, management and other subjects were conducted in one shift, we can very safely say that this would be the cutoff. If you belong to general category, you should try to get at least 165 to become assistant professor. And if you belong to EWS, at least 150. If you belong to OBC, at least 145. Yeah, 145. But the safe assumption I always say for everyone that one should always target 160, right? But all the other categories belonging to SC and ST, usually it goes down, right? But if you are able to get 150 and above, there are chances are there that you might, 100% you might get. Same way for computer science. Okay, for unreserved category, that is general category, at least 164 and above. Or if you get 164 or 165 and above, definitely there's a chance of you become, you qualify for assistant professor. For EWS category, at least I assume that 152 or 153 marks. And for OBC, at least 146. But again, the same rule here, your target should be 150 and above, right? And if you're able to get 150, definitely there's a possibility that you might become assistant professor. And for SC/ST, it should be 140, and for ST 138. But I've gone down, but comparatively because the question paper was somewhat, the level of difficulty was higher. But still, if you come under 140 to 150, there are still chances, right, for this category. Okay, so these are our expectations, right? So with this, we conclude. All the best to everyone. Thank you.